What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Monday Madness here on the Madness Entertainment Group. As you can see, I am not Pops Van Zant. I am filling in for him today because Pops is away doing other greater things, and I think he might be a little under the weather today. So I'm hoping that he is feeling better. But I have decided to jump in here after a successful NIM in the AM this morning. And I will be joined by the regular co-host of the show, though, none other than Ghost Pepper. What's going on, Ghosty?
What's happening, Captain? Yeah, man. Prayers up for Pops, man. Get better, bro. And
yeah, man.
Do those good things out there, man. Let's make us all proud.
Pops didn't even hop on NIM in the AM this morning, man. He was out there. He was in the background. He was in the chat. He was rocking out, but man, he was feeling sick as a dog, you know. So I was like, Pops, you need to chill out, rest up, brother, feel better, and we will see you when you get back, because I know I'm going to be filling in next week as well. So you got to put up with NIM. You got to put up with me for a little bit, but
that's all right.
That is neither here nor there, though, because we are about to talk to two gentlemen who are the co-creators and co-writers behind the Westron comic, and I'm going to bring them on right now. So let's introduce first MJ. I think I'm going to say this right, but please correct me, Jankowski. How you doing, MJ?
I'm doing well, thank you. And it's Jankowski.
Jankowski, okay.
Jankowski, okay.
Thank you. That's like my artist on my comic. He's from Argentina, but the first time I saw his name, I could not pronounce it. It's Masharovsky, and he lives in Argentina. So I was like, okay. Welcome, MJ Jankowski, and I will also introduce your other co-creator and co-writer on this comic, Shawn McBee. So how you doing?
I'm great. How you doing, gang?
Good. So I guess the first question I gotta ask right off the bat is co-creators, co-writers on a comic. That's cool. How did you two meet? You know, how did you decide to work and collaborate together on this project?
MJ reached out to me. He had already sort of come up with the whole concept because he's the Polish one. And it's a Polish folklore comic.
Okay, cool.
And I had done some work on the TV show Stargirl, worked with the writer's room, putting together their Bible.
Okay.
And he was like, hey, do you want to write a comic? And I was like, yes, obviously.
Well, first off, I just have to say before we get back to the matter at hand, Stargirl was awesome. Love that show. So,
I know, it's one of my favorite shows of all time.
You did some great work there behind the scenes, and I love that show, man. That was really cool. But back to the more important topic right now, which is Westron. So cool. So MJ, you reach out. How did you find Shawn to reach out to him?
On Discord. So I've been on a DC Multiverse Wiki Discord server where the creator of that basically, well, not only him, but multiple people wanted Shawn to join there because Shawn was on the DC TV shows. Discord, something like that. He was active there. We've been talking there. Then I asked him if he would help me with a show Bible because I had a show idea because he wrote the Bible for Stargirl. Nothing came out from that Bible thing, by the way.
Right.
So, then I had a comic idea. I reached out to Shawn. Shawn was like, "Yeah," and
here we are.
There's history.
That's fantastic, and I think that's one of the coolest things about today's environment is that people can find each other just from all over the world. That's pretty incredible. So you guys had no prior working relationship before that, huh?
Not working, no. Just chatting in a loose forum, and he interviewed me on his YouTube channel one time.
Okay.
How long ago was this when you guys met?
Would have been back when Stargirl was still happening.
No, it was all over when we met. Like this was end 2022. We met, and yeah, we working together since 2023.
Awesome.
Cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So let me throw this up real quick before and then you guys kind of guide me and tell me what you want to show. But I had this, and this is your website. It's called, I gotta look real quick because as you get older, the brain starts to go. So westerncomic.com. And this is a good looking website, guys. This is awesome. This is really cool. So yeah. Did you guys do this yourself? Did you have somebody do this for you? So.
I did that.
Shawn does it.
Oh wow. It looks fantastic. Immediately when I pulled it up the first time, I was like, man, this looks professional, and it really draws you in, which is huge. So
Well, I am a graphic designer by trade, so.
Oh, cool. I'm a graphic designer by necessity, unfortunately. So.
Yeah. We held him down and made him.
Both.
Yeah. So I see that you guys have a new campaign right now for Westron #2, and you guys are already fully funded in 3 days. So congratulations on that.
Thank you. We're hoping to get much further because we have big plans. It took us a year between issues, and we're not cool with that. So we want to get moving faster. We've learned a lot on the in between campaign phase, which was an area we didn't expect there to be a learning curve.
Yeah.
For in between campaigns, but there really was. So now we know how to do that faster. We want to get #3 going and in people's faces a lot faster than we did #2. And the higher that number there can go, the easier that's going to be.
Absolutely. I hear your pain there. Before we get back to some other questions, and I am going to let Ghosty talk at some point as well.
That's fine. You got it, bro.
Do you guys want me to play the trailer for the comic real quick, and then we'll get into some other stuff? All right, cool.
We paid good money to make that thing.
All right, cool. Here we go. So this is the trailer. Excuse me. Gosh, I can't even speak. For Westron. Am I saying that right? Westron.
Yes.
#2. Enjoy, everybody. Here we go.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, man.
It's
Cool.
definitely got that mystery and horror vibe to it. Am I picking up a little bit of a horror vibe there on it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would call that our primary genre.
The forte of this genre.
But it does have that. It looks like a mystery element. You got some sort of case going on, like either private detective or police or something.
Yeah, it's a supernatural detective thriller.
Cool. That's let me go, sorry to go off on a tangent for a second, but that touches my heart because besides writing comics, I also write horror novels, and my last book that came out is a supernatural detective thriller. So
Nice. I love a good genre mashup, and it was MJ's idea to have a normal, real world private detective without superpowers or magic abilities face off against supernatural monsters from Polish folklore. And I mean, it's just a great idea.
Oh my God,
That's what got me on
Polish folklore, man. That'd be a good topic for the CRoM files, wouldn't it not?
Yeah. Well, not only that, MJ, it sounds like you're following right in the footsteps of somebody. I can't remember the guy's name, but I have read the books. The gentleman who wrote The Witcher, who is also Polish, if I remember correctly.
Andrzej Sapkowski. Yep.
Yeah. So, congratulations on that. So, how did you come up with this this concept, and then pitch it to Shawn, and then this is the last question I'm going to ask, and I'm going to let Ghosty ask a few questions, promise. How did you come up with this concept, pitch it to Shawn, and then how did you guys split the duties? How did you collaborate on this? So I'm curious about that.
Well,
You take the first part, I'll take the second part.
Yeah, obviously. That's fair. So I love detective stories. And there are not so many these days, not really. And I also love me some monsters. And I grew up on the Slavic mythology with my grandma telling stuff, my grandpa, my parents not so much. With my grandma didn't want us to go somewhere. She just said that's where the Baba Yaga lives. And we stayed the fuck away from that place.
So wait a minute. How do you say it? Because we say Baba Yaga here. So how do you say it?
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. Okay, cool.
Just like John Wick.
Yeah.
Here in Southern California, we don't have that. We have the Kukui. So for the Mexicans here. So.
And down here in Georgia, we got the Jabberwocky sometimes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. We digress. Keep going, MJ.
Yeah, we're goofballs, so.
Yeah, so I just felt like they are not. The Slavic mythology isn't really that present in media. Witcher is a place where it's seen mostly, and that's also a Polish franchise. The only big thing that took off, and it isn't only taking Slavic mythology, but yeah. So
it's mostly Slavic, but we're also working in some other stuff. Some Filipino and Celtic are planned so far.
Brazilian.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Just a follow-up question for you, and then we'll go to the second part to Shawn. But why do you think that over here in the United States and maybe parts of Western Europe, we're not as exposed to that? Because I've seen some stuff that came out of like Lithuania or the Czech Republic as well, short films and things like that I've seen at horror screenings and film festivals that are fantastic, based on stuff from those areas as well. So why do you think that it doesn't come over as much? Because it seems to be very popular when we get our hands on it.
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. It's too bad because I really enjoy it, and Witcher is a fantastic set of books, and I enjoyed the show as well. So
I think that stuff doesn't come over here so much because of British imperialism.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, they spent hundreds of years spreading the English language around the globe. And so when someone writes about something in English, it spreads like wildfire. But when you have these other languages, their cultures don't spread as far unless someone that speaks English discovers it and goes, hey, guys.
Right.
I mean, that's why the French director, oh, God, don't let me forget his name right now, Luc Besson. They remade his film La Femme Nikita in English as Point of No Return with Bridget Fonda.
Right.
And it was bad. And he's like, well, fine, I'm just making movies in English now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we got The Fifth Element.
Cool.
Which is an awesome movie. And I've seen also The Point of No Return. I liked that movie. And then someone told me, go watch La Femme Nikita. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I see. So I hear what you're saying.
I think it's all just down to British imperialism.
Wow. You know what? You may be
From a
absolutely
historical
right.
perspective.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's like a gatekeeping thing too. You know, it's like if it's not done in English, it doesn't get marketed. Um, which is funny because there's such a market for things that come out of Japan, at least like anime and stuff like that. But you know, we don't see a lot of Japanese cinema, and some of the stuff like Kurosawa and things like that started it. But absolutely fantastic films, but that's a whole other discussion. So so Shawn, then you MJ pitches this idea to you. How do you come on board, and how do you two collaborate on it together? So
Well, so MJ had the initial idea. He had the
right.
character name. He had 7 cases of yawns basically plotted out, and those didn't all survive, but the general framework was there. And we just sat down, and MJ is like, he's like a printing press for pure idea. It just
Okay.
goes pooch, 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 and he's spitting them out like nothing. I have a harder time ideating,
Okay.
but I'm great at tying a story together and interweaving elements and building a strong narrative.
Okay.
And so we mix in that way. He gives me the ingredients and I cook.
So it sounds like you two have a really good, strong partnership together then, you know, as far as you've got an idea man, and then you've got you who is structural and putting it all together and weaving that all together into a coherent story and script. So that's awesome.
And in between, you know, I'm going to carry this cooking metaphor one step further.
Okay.
He has the ingredients. We come up with a recipe together and then I cook it.
Very cool. Very cool.
Gotcha.
And
so we complement each other's strengths really well in that way.
And one last follow up. It's like, so this is issue 2. Do you have a plan going forward on how long you want to do this? Are you going to get this collected into a trade eventually, or what are your plans going forward with it?
So this is issue 2. It's done. It's ready to go. It just needs to be printed, which will happen as soon as we get our money from the campaign.
Yeah.
And then we're going to move into getting the art produced for issue 3 and hopefully get that campaign launched in the next few months. The sooner the better. And I would like to have issue 4, which is the finale of this first story arc, at least getting started by the end of the year.
Very cool.
And then after that, we want to do a trade. And then we move on to our second chapter, which is a separate case.
That's great. I'm going to let Ghosty ask a couple questions, and then maybe we'll go through this your website and the campaign as well. So over to Ghosty. So.
All right. So have you guys ever met in person?
No.
Not yet.
No? Not yet. How about that? That's fantastic that you can collaborate on a special project like this. Never even meet the people, and they're from totally different countries, and it just meshes together so nicely. I mean, it's so good.
Yeah, we're working with artists in Argentina and the Philippines, and our story editor David is also in the U.S., but I haven't met him. So we're sort of all over the world.
Yeah, man, it's so cool. So
So
all right, I got some.
Where are you located at, Shawn? Are you in the U.S.?
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay, cool.
Atlanta. I'll be in Atlanta on Thursday at the Lettuce concert.
Lettuce concert?
Lettuce. It's a band. They've been touring together for probably 20 years, and they play like funk and stuff like that. But they're playing with the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, and
Nice.
you know they've done it with the Colorado Symphony Orchestra, and I think the Pennsylvania one. Now they're doing the Atlanta, and
That's
it's
fun.
gonna be awesome. So I'm the music buff of the crowd. I do the music side of art.
Yeah.
But I do got a couple of like more personal questions for you guys. So y'all can choose who goes first. So the first question is, what is your favorite band / musician artist that does music? What's What's your favorite? I don't care what country it's from. It's just your favorite's your favorite. So let's see.
I'm curious to know, MJ.
I love to listen to a small Polish band called Feel.
What's the name again?
Feel.
Okay.
Feel like Kappa feel?
Feel as in Feel.
Yeah, Copperfield.
Yeah. Copperfield.
Sweet. Looking them up right now. Might need to put
Very
that in
cool.
my playlist.
What about you,
So-
Shawn?
I've got a pretty eclectic music taste.
Okay.
I think the core, like, pinnings of my tastes are Beatles, Queen,
Awesome.
Frank Sinatra.
Nice.
But I will call out one band in particular. There's a punk band that are friends of mine. I've known them for 25 plus years, and they've been making music that whole time. They're called the Dolly Rots. I actually put them in Westron number 2 as a fictitious band, which is an idea I stole from CSI New York, because they were on an episode of that playing a fictitious band.
Nice.
Sweet, man.
That's
See, I love-
awesome.
Love where these questions go. You know, I
See,
even
you didn't
learn
expect
about
me to tie that one back to the comic, did you?
good
No.
stuff. and I love to learn about, bands I never heard of, like Feel, for instance.
The Dolly Rots, by the way, are
Dolly Rots, never heard of them. So yeah.
girl-fronted pop punk. The lead
Nice.
singer, Kelly, she sounds like a Muppet. I highly recommend. And you've probably heard their music. Have you seen, like, the movie Nimona?
I think so.
The
It sounds
Netflix
familiar.
one about the girl that's like a shapeshifter?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
One of their songs is heavily featured in that, right at
Very
the height
cool.
of a fight sequence.
See, this is the sign of a guy who has done this dance a couple times before too. He'll go off on a tangent, bring in, promote his friend, and then bring it right back around to what he's promoting on the show.
yeah.
Like he knows what he's doing. He's done this a couple times before. So
All right. So
got-
go ahead.
no, go ahead, Ghosty.
I was just going to move to the next question. So next question is, what's your favorite movie / actor, actress?
Favorite movie? I think that's a possible thing to answer.
What? Come on, man. You got to have one that just sticks out. Like, okay, it's the end of the road. You
My
get to
number
watch one more
all-time
movie.
Favorite movie is the 1974 Hal Ashby directed classic Harold and Maude.
There you go. Good answers. All right. Mr. MJ?
My favorite film since I was a kid is Jurassic Park.
The original.
The original, yes.
Good
Okay.
answers.
Okay.
Hold
Now-
on, Nem. Do you
Yeah.
know anybody whose favorite Jurassic Park isn't the original?
I do. I know a few people who have only come into Jurassic Park recently, and they'll be like, "Oh, I like Jurassic Park."
Fix
Yeah,
Jurassic
I've
World, or
I've
something
heard the
like
world-
that,
yeah.
so-
Those people.
I've heard World
Yeah.
is better, and I'm like, no, not even close.
Yeah. Although I have to say, my kids are grown up now, and they just went to the movies, and they were talking about people bringing kids to movies, young kids to movies. They saw Backrooms, and some people brought young children to like a 9:00 showing to the movie or whatever.
Well,
and it made me.
Backrooms is not even scary. It's got one gross part,
Oh,
and the villain is a giant pirate, so it's not like it's that scary. So
Okay,
whatever.
well, you say it's not scary, but
It's
I
not.
watched it this weekend with my wife, and she was practically comatose for 3 hours.
Well, the kids. Well, I'm just gonna say though, these young kids were running, up the aisles, and it made me think of Jurassic Park. And the reason is that I had read the book back in the day, and I took my younger brother to go see the movie, and all these people had brought like 5 and 6-year-olds with them to see the movie, and they had like Barney dinosaurs and stuff like that. And I was like, when the part came where they ate the lawyer, I'm just shaking my head, and I look at my brother. I was like, this is going to be bad. And he's like, why? I was like, just watch. It doesn't happen. And kids are like running up the aisles. and we were just like,
will
"Man."
ensue.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Life finds a way.
yeah, exactly. It's like, And there, a aspiring horror writer was born because I was, secretly laughing inside, going, "That's pretty funny." So, yeah. But, I was like, all these kids were there with like Barney and toy dinosaurs. I was like, this is not going to be good. But I digress. I went off on a tangent. You got another one, Ghosty, or should we get into this campaign and stuff? All right,
I got one more simple one. What's your favorite food? Last meal. This is your last meal here, sir. You get one more. What's it going to be?
Oh, those are different questions, actually.
Yeah, kind of. But
because I feel like favorite food is like what you could eat like just all the time.
Yeah.
And last meal, that's like a special occasions kind of food. They're not the same. They're
well, what in like Clutch, somebody's like, "Hey, favorite food. What do you want?" And it's like you could order anything off the menu. You're like, well,
first thing that pops
hungry.
into my head is spaghetti. Like I just love spaghetti.
There you go. That's the first spaghetti we got.
But if it's my last meal, I'm going for like a medium rare porterhouse.
Oh yeah.
You know,
what kind of fixins, man? Jeez.
Do they matter?
If it's my last meal, I'm ordering something that takes a long ass time to cook. That's what I'm ordering. So.
I want like smoked brisket. It takes like 24 hours.
Yeah,
like a good paella.
Yeah. So, what about you, MJ? What's your favorite food and/or last meal? So,
that's a very hard question to answer. That I love me some good food. For a last meal, I would go for something I haven't ate yet. Maybe a lobster.
Okay.
But favorite. I love me some pasta from time to time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And see, I've always heard that we don't really get good bread and pasta in America. Like I've always been told, I got friends that's been to like Italy and Poland and different places. Like, bro, you don't know what good pasta even is. Yeah, we don't. I mean, we get a bunch of crap. So, yeah, I could see that.
I mean, if you live in a big city, you can get authentic anything.
I mean, you can, but you got to really work to get it. That's like, it seems like to me that they tell me that you go to these countries and you don't have to, it's just what they serve. The good stuff. It's just like of course you can go to McDonald's, but if you go to like a family restaurant anywhere in probably Poland, you're going to get like authentic food. You're going to get real stuff, not none of this mess like we eat over here.
Oh, can I bring up, since we're talking Polish food?
Sure.
Yeah.
One of my biggest pet peeves in the world, pierogi, is already plural. Stop putting an S on that shit.
Pierogies.
I hate this. Like, this makes no sense to me. It's pierogi. It's more than one. That's pierogi. Pieróg is one.
If I see a place that has like pierogies written on the window, I'm not eating there.
You're ready to like smash in the window and just go full Hulk on them. You're like, ah. So,
do I get 3 if it's called that?
My
breaking stuff.
Yeah, my microphone decided to take a powder all of a sudden. Was it yesterday? My wife went to a local farmer's market here in Southern California, and she came back, and I don't know if you know what this is, but she brought back lumpia, which is a Filipino food. It was the best stuff I've ever had. It was just some local mom and pop, had a little stall set up and sold that. I've had lumpia all over the place, but they brought this back. I was like, this is good. I was like, we're going back. We're getting some more. So
that's what I love about living in a real city. Like I can go get some Nigerian food. There's Ethiopian food all over the place in Atlanta, which is like my favorite actual like food ethnicity.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my favorite regional food.
Spicy?
Is Ethiopian food.
Is Ethiopian food spicy?
Oh, it can be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But mostly it's just super delicious.
Yeah, I just love to eat just different types of food, unfortunately,
In fact, Ethiopian food was first introduced to me in Los Angeles by the Dolly Rots, who took me to
Cool.
eat Ethiopian for the first time. And then I didn't have it for like 10 years because you couldn't find it outside of a huge city like LA. Now it's everywhere.
Now I'm going to Atlanta next week. I got to look up freaking authentic Ethiopian food and get me some, bro. Go get my belly full.
We get to your website. I will say this: if you ever get a chance, if you like Mexican food, you know, and of course I grew up on Mexican food here where I live. There's all the different, you know, variations on that cuisine that vary by region, but one of the best that is really different because of the plants and stuff that they have available there is Incan food. So food that's like from Peru and stuff. Unbelievable. So good. Really, really tasty. And it's got pasta, it's got meats and potatoes and vegetables, but the sauces and the flavor profiles are completely different. It's worth trying. So if you ever get a chance, try Incan food. So
my wife and I went to a Peruvian place 2 weeks ago.
Cool. I hope you liked
Very
it.
good food. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Very
actually
cool.
super delicious. We were surprised how good it was because it was like right across the way from the movie theater. So like we watched Obsession and then we walked out and we went and got this Peruvian food. And it was like for the location, we were just like, this food's too yummy for here.
Yeah. Well, it's like even when people talk about Mexican food, you know, and I'm boring MJ now, sorry. But, you know, I love me some Mexican food. But depending on where you're from, it's completely different. So where I live, you know, it's called Sonoran style, which is the province that's closest to us, that and Chihuahua. But like if you get to Texas, they've got a different version of Mexican food. Then you get further down to Central America. So Mexican food is like Chinese food. It's all called Chinese food, but depending on what region you're getting it from, it's completely different. So
you mean Mexican food is not just cheese and meat and jalapenos? Huh?
Nope.
Oh,
No,
man.
sir.
I've been lied to.
Good stuff. All right, let me bring this back up. I'm going to bring your guys' website back up. Real quick before I do that, though, check this out. This is one of the coolest. So this is your press release that you had for Westron. That's awesome, man. Did you do this? Shawn?
Yeah. I should put that together in Illustrator.
Okay.
Fancy.
Very cool.
Thanks.
You know, I was looking at this and I was like taking notes because this is something that I need to do with my own stuff, you know, to make sure that it gets out there. And I was really impressed. This is really cool. So this is some nice work. So well,
thanks.
So you guys are the writers, correct? So we have an artist out there. Who's
artists.
Two artists. Okay.
They're both in Argentina.
Cool.
They're named Nicholas Nieto. He does our main modern story.
Okay.
And then Mateus De Vincenzo is the artist for our flashbacks. And Nicholas actually recommended Mateus to us, and they're friends and they live in the same town. And so even though they're doing different parts of the comic, they can collaborate on certain things. So they have a joint page in #2 where Nicholas does the top half and Mateus does the bottom half. And so they can make their stuff mesh with one another, even though they're in wildly different styles.
That's funny. I think I've met Mateus. I think he's friends with the artist on my comics. So
Who's the artist on your comics?
Mateo Masharovsky. And he lives in Buenos Aires. So, but I think that I have met Mateus before. It was a couple years ago. So I have to check. So I might be wrong.
He gets around, man. The first stretch goal that we unlocked on our campaign is for a comic called The Day Everything Changed. Mm-hmm. And that was drawn by Mateus as well. And so we've gotten to know the writer of that, Lane Fortenberry, because we were like, hey, we both have the same taste in awesome artists.
That's cool. That's amazing. Yeah. I would love to get down to Buenos Aires sometime and bring my comics with me and then go to like some sort of comic thing or something. But, you know, I'm going to have to save up some money before.
Take me with you, Nim. I'll go and I'll root you on, brother.
we'll say we're going for comics and we'll just eat food down there.
Yeah, just eat food and have a good time.
Yeah.
Check out the ladies.
By the way, I
Real
hate
quick.
you guys because I did not eat before this. And y'all are just screwing me up so
Crushing
much.
him. Crushing
I'm sorry, Sean. Oh, I hope we're not torturing MJ over there. You okay?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Well, we're afraid you haven't eaten. You're over there like gnawing on your arm or something while you're waiting. So
MJ's
You know,
kind of quiet because his brain's just constantly working on new ideas for
yeah,
him to bombard me with.
there's like smoke coming through the screen. So
I just don't know what to say, and I'm listening. It's a nice chat. It's nice to listen.
Well, we like to get to know the artist, you know, the little bit of the backstory and things behind people, you know, because it gives us, I don't know, it gives a lot of upcoming artists out there hope. Like, you know, you might be from here, there, anywhere, and you meet people, you talk to them. Some people like spaghetti, some people like the band Feel, you know, different things, and you get hope that there's a group of people out there like me. You know,
I was just corrected. David, our story editor, always a font of information. He just PM'd me that it's Matthias.
Matthias.
So I've been pronouncing it wrong for like 2 years. That's
also, Ghosty, Here, There, and Everywhere, good Beatles song. So we'll bring that right back to the Beatles. So
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of people out there that do art, many different forms and kinds, and they think they're all alone out there and they'll never get anywhere. And you never know. You got to get yourself out there. You got to hit the share button sometimes and just poke around, because you'll find people, they may be in different countries, that could help you out with a project you got that can just, you know, all of a sudden now it's worldwide. People, you know, it gives us hope with all these people out here from all over the world that we interview all the time that make such great stories and art that that can entertain us for, years to come, you know.
Yeah,
So
we also
thank you guys.
I also had access to this gosh, what would you call this? It's not a splash page, a banner, you know, banner art. Now,
Header
was this
image?
art? There you go, header image. Thank you. Was this done by Matthias? God,
that is all Nicholas art,
Nicholas.
actually.
okay, cool. And I was right. All right, I thought I was going crazy because, you know, in my little URL bar, it says Westron Comic, but I typed in Fandom Limb, so I guess you got to redirect on that. So,
Yeah.
cool.
Fandom Limbs are publisher, and since all we're publishing right now is Westron, it's just sort of redirecting to.
Okay. Now, what is Fandom Limb? Is that just a name that you guys came up with, or does that have a meaning for one or both of you? So,
So
Sean?
I had several podcasts, and
Uh-huh.
I wanted to spend a lot more money on a good podcast host. And so I
Uh-huh.
thought, well, I'll just start a network. I'll get a bunch of people together that do nerdy podcasts.
Wait a minute, you pay people to be the co-host?
No. What?
Joking. It was a joke. It was a poke it pop. That's all that was. It was a poke it pop.
So anyway, yeah, I started a podcast network
Okay.
of all like nerdy shows, and I thought fandom would be a good word to work in there. And then I thought, well, that sounds like Phantom. And
Yeah.
so I thought, ooh, maybe like a Phantom Menace reference. So I did like Fandom Menace, and that was taken and ungood. But I went down that path and finally thought of like Phantom Limb Syndrome and
Yep.
Fandom Limb. Anyway, it turns out that most podcasts that get started don't last very long, and they just fizzle out. And that's
Yeah.
what happened to like all the shows on my podcast network, including my own. And so that went away, but I had the LLC when it was time to start publishing comics. And so I was like, well, I have a business entity. I'll just use that name and rejigger it.
Plus, you got to be careful doing Fandom Menace. If you stray too close to Star Wars, you know, the mouse might come and find you in your sleep or something. So
Well,
you know.
I think there's like a YouTube channel or something called Fandom Menace.
There
which
is,
like,
there is, yeah.
like really Gamergate adjacent incel type people or something.
Man, see, that story you just told, it reminds me of how I got my particular screen handle. Was probably 12 years ago. I was trying to make an account on YouTube, right? I was trying to make my own account, and I wanted to be the Ghost Pepper. But every different variation of spelling of it was gone. So I spelled it like this, and this is the only way it took it. So I've had this handle on YouTube for like 12 years, even before all the politics came in. So whatever.
Meanwhile,
Ghost Pepper politics?
No, it's the way it's spelled anyway.
Oh, that Q. I didn't even put that
yeah,
together.
So it was way before all that, and just happened to. Yeah, I don't know.
One of my favorite coffee mugs is Q's mug from Skyfall, which is like a Scrabble Q.
Yeah.
And I had to stop using that in 2020. Like I would take it with me to work and stuff, and I work in film, so it's all a bunch of lefties. And I was like, I can't.
Oh, I've gotten some shit.
Mistaken that.
Yeah, I've gotten some stuff about my name, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I've had this name this has been my handle for as long as I can remember. Like, this is the only way it would allow me to put it. It wouldn't take any other. I couldn't even spell it with the big hard R. I had to spell it with the little one to get it in there. So whatever.
Poor MJ is probably over there wondering what the heck we're talking about with all these Qs and everything.
You know we didn't have a problem with it though is NyQuil because because those people are already just chugging NyQuil all the time. That's how they get their ideas.
Yeah. Oh man, NyQuil. Don't get me started. That stuff is good Lord. All right. Let's look at this. I want to check this website out.
Yes.
Let's check out these tiers, man. What can we get here?
All right. Cool. So, this is an awesome site here. So you got down here, we've got, this is a direct link to the Kickstarter. And let me just flip over here real quick. And we can look at the Kickstarter too, if you guys want to. Absolutely. But we got the whole Kickstarter and crowdfunding, which is a whole other, art in and of itself, putting together a Kickstarter page, and then we got this first story, which I'm assuming also links you over to the Kickstarter page.
Yeah, any button you see that says "Back It Now" is going to go straight to the Kickstarter.
Okay, and then you've got these witness statements and everything going on here, and then we come on down the issues, and this looks really great, really engaging, draws you in. I love it, man. I think this is put.
Did you check out the evidence page?
I have not done it yet. I was waiting to do it with you, but I'm curious real quick. You guys got a Discord? How's that going? And a subreddit?
They're both pretty quiet at this point, but we have our very favorite people are there, and that's what really matters.
Cool.
So you can come and you can also join the ranks of our favorite people.
I may definitely. How long is this campaign up for, real quick, before I get back to the?
We're going until mid-July. We decided to do a 45-day campaign this time because we got a little. When I say we, I mean I got started a bit late, putting together interviews and appearances like this, and so before we launched, we already had a couple that didn't have any availability until into July, and we wanted the campaign to still be live for new people that might discover it at that point.
Well, I'm going to check this out. I think I want to back, but unfortunately, I was telling the Ghosty, well, not unfortunately, it's fortunately, I'm going to get in trouble with Mrs. Nem. My 30th wedding anniversary is coming up, and I'm taking my wife out to an expensive dinner. So kind of tapped on funds this month, but next month.
Hold on. You got married when you were 12?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So thank you very much, sir. You definitely got a backer now. You're flattering me. So.
You didn't know
Nim how to do this.
Nim's like 100. He's like 112 years old, dude.
Yeah.
But real quick, I want to show you something. If you click on evidence at the top of the Westron page.
Cool.
And then, you got some bad internet. What are you doing?
Yeah, my internet spectrum out here in Southern California is screwed up.
This looks like 1997. Did your computer go? And you got on today?
Yeah. My internet, where I live, I live in the hood anyway, but they are like everybody's on the internet, and they're like throttling the internet here right now. So, I guess those of us who live in the hood can't get good internet.
I mean,
so
this straight up reminds me of like waiting for that boob to load.
yeah,
Pull it up, Sean.
that's
We'll-
fantastic.
Anyway, click on one of these. Just click on
all right.
one of those pictures there.
I'm gonna click on the main character here, John. So, Jan.
Jan.
Your internet
Jan.
messed it up.
Jan.
It looks awesome. It's like a folder, and then it opens, and there's a card that slides
Still
out,
looks
but
awesome.
Your internet's too slow.
Sorry, I fail. Oh no!
It's my favorite thing on the site.
Oh, look at. Wait a minute. Now, oh
see
God.
what's starting to load in.
God bless it. All right,
Try it
now,
again, now. Do it again.
I'm just gonna hide my head in shame now. Oh, see, look at. Well, it's also because I got. You know what it is? I got Dark Reader on because that may be what's causing the problem. So,
Bro, this is fancy, bro.
it is. It looks cool.
How it flows through the
I'm all about
story.
being on theme.
Yeah.
This is really cool, man.
I don't know if
I mean,
you guys...
I've seen little websites that you go to and you look at people's art that is this easy to navigate yet still fancy.
See, I throttled my internet on purpose to build suspense for everybody as they're watching it.
He opened up Discord real quick and just messed his
Yeah, everybody was holding on to the edge of their seat, waiting for it to load. They're like, "What's gonna happen next?" Yeah, you see, that's what I was doing.
Man, I really like it, man. I really like the art. I really like this format. I'm loving it.
Yeah, that looks really cool. Let me see. Do we dare click on something else? Oh, the folder even closes. Dang.
Yeah, it's supposed to open in the beginning, like you said. Yeah, click on this one. Click on another one.
Which one do you want here? Go
That one. Just do that one. Yeah.
This one right here, Dominic. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Now it's actually working.
It is.
See?
Looking good with the paper clip, folded edges. Yes.
Woo.
You thought of everything.
That's some cool stuff, man. That is really cool.
And I don't know if you guys saw we sent Pops the first issue and a preview of the second issue, but the back pages, the non-story pages in the first issue are all like papers spread out on a desk with flashlight on them, given like someone's going through files.
Right.
Well,
And it's giving you
awesome.
like information about stuff.
Love that. I love when other stuff like the inside covers or whatever are part of the story as well. Absolutely enjoy that in a book. That is so cool. I like to do that kind of stuff as well. In fact, I do fake ads and stuff as well sometimes in my book.
Oh, I love that. Like,
yeah.
Man-Eaters had a bunch of fake ads in the back. I think they did a whole issue that was just fake ads, but
Yeah.
still told the story.
In one of my comics, the back cover was a fake ad in the vein of like the 70s comics and stuff for sea monkeys. I don't know if you know what sea monkeys are back in the day.
Dude, I know what sea monkeys are.
Okay. So I created a fake ad for something called Space Monkeys because it was a science fiction comic. And everybody loved it so much that it ended up becoming the main thing I write now because they were like, we need a Space Monkeys comic book. So now I do Space Monkeys.
Now I have
Okay.
Space Monkey stickers. It's nice.
So,
Yeah.
little digression. Are you reading Hyde Street from Image? Jeff
No.
Johns?
No.
You should be. Because one of the characters is like the X-ray specs guy.
Uh-huh.
And he's a guy that sold all those like 1950s comic book
Yep.
ad stuff.
Yeah.
But now he's like trapped in this hell street where he has to make other people suffer and gain souls for this secret overlord in order to gain his freedom. He has to win
Nice.
10,000 souls for the guy. It's
Gonna have to check
very
that out.
interesting.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I remember all that stuff from the back of the comic before. Turn your mom's vacuum cleaner into a hover car, all those things.
You could
so.
legitimately buy a live ass monkey in the back of those comics for $6, and they sent
Yep.
you a monkey. And they
Yeah.
stopped doing it because someone opened the box and the monkey jumped out and bit their ear.
Oh shit!
That must have been a hell of an experience.
Man, could you imagine?
Back in the day, the United States was absolutely crazy. I've seen some pictures from New York City in the 60s where people are like walking down Park Avenue with their zebra on a leash or something, or whatever, like what the hell?
So I'm originally from Sarasota, Florida.
Okay.
Which was the winter home of the Ringling Brothers Circus.
Okay.
And there's still a law on the books that if you tie your elephant to a parking meter, you have to pay the meter.
Fair. Once you start getting into the tonnage for your animal, I guess that you become a, de facto car or whatever. Wow.
Well, I think maybe the car doesn't want to park next to the exit of the elephant.
Yeah. I'm just imagining being the street sweeper or the cleaner of the street that has to come along. And, you've seen at parades, where the guy that has to walk behind the horse, the horses or whatever and clean up what's going on. You imagine walking behind the elephants and having to deal with that. I'm like,
oh, that brings me back to the first Jurassic Park when he walks up and he takes his glasses off. He's like, that's one big pile of shit.
Yeah. All right. What else we got here? Creative team. Very cool. Yeah. My crappy internet loading up again.
Oh, here's how the pudding's made, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I also got, Carla. Carla Somoza is your Somoza. I hope I'm saying that right.
She colors the modern day stuff.
Okay.
Which is Nicholas's art. Matthias colors his own art.
Cool. And who does the lettering for you guys?
We have a letterer named Francisco Zamora, but we don't have any biographical information from him yet.
Who's Mr. David here?
That's our story editor. He's the one that corrected me on Matthias's name pronunciation. Cool. Thank you, David. And he's really the third member of the writing team. Awesome. He doesn't do the writing, but he offers us perspective and input that is absolutely invaluable.
And, for everybody out there who is watching this show, either live or is going to be watching it on Roku or wherever you pick up the show, if you're going to do stuff like this of any type, if you're going to do comics or you're going to write novels or short stories, you can never overlook a good editor. Good editor is invaluable. So, absolutely invaluable, because I don't know about you guys, but every writer I know, including myself, thinks everything they write is fantastic. And then a good editor will come along and be like, here's some ideas or pushback or whatever. So,
and
use a cheese grater.
MJ and I don't fully agree on something.
Yeah.
And it's up to David to tell us which one of us is wrong.
Absolutely. Or, you get my first proofreading editor, and the person who goes through, because she's got an English degree, is my wife, and she'll go through. And I joke about this, but it's absolutely true and invaluable. My wife is not afraid to read stuff I write and go, this stinks. This is terrible. I'm like, well, okay. So
well, thanks a lot. Happy anniversary. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I mean,
I think what's invaluable is having the people at your back that you can bounce these ideas off of, that you can have a disagreement and then go to this person and be like, look, I just need a outside idea bouncer offer, lack of a better term, and isn't that part is invaluable. Having a whole team of people that help put this stuff together, people that like it so much that they're willing to, go the extra mile and make this entertainment for us all.
And, speaking of that, obviously our artists are very talented, so they're in high demand and constantly working on other books. And, I don't know if they're just blowing smoke up my ass, but they have said that we are one of their favorite books to work on, and have, in particular, complimented the scripting.
Cool.
Or at least said, oh, you should see some of the scripts that I normally get, which, makes me feel good.
as someone who also, writes comic books, I have to ask the two of you, what is your approach to scripting? Because, every writer does it a little bit different. I know what my approach is, but this isn't my interview. So I'm curious, how do you guys script it? And how do you, how much collaboration do you have with the artists? So what do you guys like to do that in that way? So
I'm going to tackle the collaboration part first.
Yeah.
Straight up in the script, every script you write has everything here is a suggestion. If you think this is going to work in a different way, do it.
Yes, I love that. And it's so funny you say that. That's what I put at the top of every single one of my scripts. This is how I saw it in my head. But, if you see something different, we're working together. That is awesome. You definitely sold me on your book now. So
yeah, I mean, I say, like, if you think that you need to take out a panel to make this read better or give other panels more space, or if you think a panel needs to be added, just do it. And, play with it in different ways. And if I do have something real specific in my head, I say, like, I picture it this way, but I don't know that I am right.
Right.
And because of that, they come up with cool shit that we would not have thought of. That
Absolutely.
really elevates the book. Because, I come from the film industry where collaboration is paramount. You can't make a movie without depending on other people to do their thing their way.
Well, see, that's just like with music too. You have an idea in your head about a way a song's supposed to go, right? And then you add this person and that person, and they start playing, and they do something completely different. Then you're like, you know what? That freaking works.
Unless you're Paul McCartney, and then you just bully them into doing it your way.
Yeah, and then, buy other people's stuff and do it. Yeah, whatever.
See, but I absolutely love that because, a lot of times I'll have an idea in my head for, camera angle or shot or whatever. And then my artist will come back with something different. It's like being a cinematographer or something. I'm going to be better if we did this. I'm like, hey, run with it, because they're the ones drawing it. And, like you said, they come up with stuff that I've never even thought of. So it's amazing. Yeah, that's really cool.
I mean, the only thing you have to do in those instances is when there's something that is important that might not be obviously important, you say, this thing's important. It absolutely needs to be there.
Right.
Which
to get those story elements in there.
Yeah, which we do fairly often because we're writing this not just for readers, but for rereaders, because we have a long-term goal in mind that we'll finish our 7 story arcs, and then, maybe someone will go back and want to reread the whole thing after they've read it once, and those people will be rewarded by seeing things further down the line that are set up real early.
Clues and stuff. And, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of what goes into, my sharing experience is what is it rereadable or rewatchable? And how is it shareability? What's the audience I can share this with that's gonna, and it's usually pretty easy to once you get the gist of the story and once you know how good it is, it's pretty easy just to share it around and rewatch it again and again. It's like a good timeless movie or a timeless book. You always go back to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love a good rewatch or a reread. Like I say, you haven't seen Fight Club once unless you've seen it twice.
Oh my God. You're talking about my favorite movie ever? Yeah. You don't get it until the 5th time you watch it. You just don't.
And some people just never get it.
They don't get it. They don't get those
people who think Tyler Durden is a role model.
Yeah.
Just have to let you know that the first rule of Fight Club.
Oh yeah,
is,
guys.
It's the movie where you get to see Jared Leto get his face destroyed.
Yes. Yes.
Fight Club is a good movie.
Best joke.
Now, damn it! Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch Fight Club again.
Look, he was still the best Joker ever, and maybe the best Skeletor ever. We'll see. Oh
no!
You want to fight about it?
That's a whole other show. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to fight about the first one. All right,
I'm gonna assume that Joker comment was nothing but a troll.
Hey, I get lots of conversations off that one.
You're gonna derail this whole podcast in a second. All right, let's look at shop real quick. See what we got going on.
Oh yeah.
All right. Looks like you guys are building right now, so you're gonna get this going on. You planning on doing merch and stuff eventually for your shop, or?
Yeah, we've got a Westron shirt.
Okay.
Just when I rebuilt the site, I wanted to get it up, and the shop is a lot of work because we were previously on a Westron site. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Lulu. We were previously on a Wix site, so the shop part was easy.
You're right.
But when you're building your own site, shop is hard.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. So,
so I'm making sure that it works properly and doesn't overcharge people for international shipping and things like that. It will be up soon. I've been doing a lot of testing.
I have to say that, the website looks great. It looks really professional. It really draws you in. So,
Thank you.
No worries here. We got the contact page where you can send everything in. Convention appearances you guys are going to be making. Looks like you're going, or have you already gone? This Saturday, you're going to Tucker, Georgia? Is that what it is? So.
Yeah, it's a great comic shop called Infinite Realities. They're very into like the community and building up artists. They've done launch parties for other Kickstarters. I didn't want to ask them to do that for us because I don't go to that comic shop enough just because of distance. They're like 45 minutes away from me.
Right.
It's a long trek to pick up your comics, But it is my favorite comic shop in town.
That's why I don't read as many comics now anymore, because my local comic shop actually closed down, which made me sad. So now I gotta trek into LA proper or like any of varying directions to get to a comic shop, which is a little sad. So, all right, let's look at your campaign real quick, and then we can start tying this up. Does that sound good? All right, so we got the campaign here. 68 backers, 37 days to go. You guys are fully funded, so congratulations on that.
I want to say that we raised more money in our first 3 days than our last campaign did in 30 days.
30.
That's awesome. Congratulations. That is really great. This looks really cool. Let's go down. So next stretch goal is Human Conqueror at $3,500. So what is that? What does that mean?
What we're doing is our stretch goals are comics from other creators as PDFs, digital editions. So our first one was The Day Everything Changed, I told you about earlier, that has art by Mateus. Mm-hmm. Human Conqueror is by Dev, who used to go by the name Azumu. She was our original colorist, but we had to move over to Carla because while we loved Dev's colors, she had so many projects of her own that she couldn't keep up with it. And so we continue to utilize her at every opportunity. She does our C cover for issue 1 and 2.
Cool.
She did a special Christmas image for us. We love her. She's like, I think 20 and disgustingly talented. And this is the comic that she was working on, Human Conqueror, while we were trying to get her to color our comic. And
good Lord. All right, never mind. I'm being cute. I was trying to put a reminder and I haven't signed in to Kickstarter. Oh. Sorry about that, everybody.
But this is a 64-page comic that everyone will get for free if we hit $3,500.
Dang.
When we hit $3,500.
Very cool.
64 pages, bro. That's a lot of work.
And her art is amazing. It's like a painterly style. We've got a photo of the cover further down in the campaign.
Also about Dev, she is doing colors for our break-in scene in the first issue. Yes. And it's our bookend, and each chapter will start there and end there, basically. And she will be doing that coloring for that.
Yeah, so she's the colorist for our framing device to give it that extra.
Very cool. Then we've got the story and the explanation behind Westron. Got some testimonials, which are always cool.
Yeah, did you see who that first testimonial's from? Huh?
Well, now you're gonna make me read.
Let me see if I can biggerize it.
Writer from Starman. So
yeah,
very awesome.
How
James
about
is a
that?
friend. He's been very, very helpful in
That is so cool.
helping us develop this comic with advice and just
Great
general
advice.
awesomeness.
That's fantastic.
And then the other one's from an Adventure Time writer, which doesn't really tie in as well with our whole thing, but I love his books. So I reached out to him and asked him if he could give us his thoughts on it, and he did.
That's great. It's great. You sounds like you guys have like really gotten out there, and sounds like you've done the legwork too, which is always important to get out there and get this all together and make it look consistent and great, and get those great testimonials. And man, you guys are on your way up. That's fantastic.
But it's important to note that we don't ask for testimonials. We ask for straight, honest reviews.
Right.
Because
right.
we don't need someone to like just
blow smoke,
tickle us,
Yeah.
Well, I like the tickling. It's not the tickling that bothers us. It's
you only grow from honest feedback.
Correct.
Absolutely.
And speaking honest feedback, the only thing I have to pick about the whole thing is with the trailer. I think it needs voice to it, because we've talked about this many times on the Madness, to where people's trailers, there may be people like listen to the show or whatnot that's riding down the road, or they're cooking or something, and they're listening to the show, and then we play the trailer and it's just some noise.
So you need some like Don LaFontaine, like in a world.
Like when they were trapped in a cage. Something, what I'm saying? Anything that would kind of draw them from maybe cooking or something, not driving, but, draw them back to the screen to look and see, because if it's just screams and cool images, yeah, that's awesome. But we need some voice, it don't matter what kind, just as long as it's good, right?
Noted for next time.
Okay.
In a world gone mad.
Yes.
Mad.
Yeah. I was going to do it during the trailer. I was going to read the captions, but I was like, no, I'm not going to butt in and just do one thing.
The right question.
Yes.
Everybody's an aspiring voiceover artist. All right, so we got some covers here. We got cover A by Nicholas.
Really awesome. Man, this is
cool.
Fantastic. Look at this.
Thanks.
It's fantastic.
I mean, I didn't draw
very
it,
cool.
but
Bro, I'm talking about, look, this is over the top good. This is really, really good.
It gives you that early 90s Hellblazer vibe in this comic, or this cover, so looks great.
How dare you compare us to a comic we love so
ya.
much, the both of us.
You like Hellblazer as well, MJ? So
Oh, I am a huge Constantine fan.
nice.
all Shawn is gonna.
I might
guys-
have a screen use John Constantine Zippo.
Hold on. Let's see. What'd you have?
Dang.
Look at
That's
this.
awesome. Is that a
Like-
Batty Ryan one? So
Yeah,
nice.
Cool.
I have a massive collection of Constantine props from the TV series.
Yeah,
You said earlier you said you had some visual stuff that we could see,
Oh yeah.
like some books and things. Yeah, let's see.
So I got. I don't
Put you
know
back
if
up
can be able to
here.
See this. This is our dimensional bookmark, or not dimensional, but silhouette bookmark.
Absolutely cool.
Cut out of cardstock. It's
awesome.
heftier than it looks. And this matches the style of the one we had for the first issue, which was this.
I remember that one. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do one for
Man,
each
I
issue.
just had the idea that popped in my head about that. You ever see those things where they're like the old code books where you could have like a specific piece of paper and lay it over the thing, and you could get a different code or a different message from the little cutout parts.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Are you setting me up on purpose?
No, I just think it would be like if
because
possible, it would be so cool. Oh my God.
In the back pages of issue 2, there will be a code you can set.
He
the
thought of
thing over,
everything.
and it's going to give you a code that you can put in the website, and it will take you to a completely new Westron story that will not be published in the comic. We might put it in a trade eventually, but it's not going to go in the comic. It'll be a prose story, a whole separate case of Jans.
Nice. You always love that kind of stuff. It reminds me of somebody else I know who puts stuff like that in their books. Lady named Lori Calcaterra, who writes something called Path of the Pale Rider, does
Lori's
stuff like
fantastic.
that all the time. Yeah, so
it's always, you got to come up with like some way to like get people involved and interact.
I mean, that's such a cool idea. Let's see what else we got. Let's go.
It goes back to that rereadability and stuff too.
It does. It's just like the third time you read it, you use the decoder bookmark, and you get a whole new story.
Hey,
and,
kids,
also,
get your
like,
decoder
I'm a
ring out.
huge Justice Society fan,
Ooh.
and there was a JSA fan club in the 40s, and you could get a decoder ring, and there were codes in the back of the comic.
Yep.
Ovaltine, a crummy ad.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Christmas movie.
Hey, you could do like the secret fake ad with the decoder thingy. Like if you get the decoder thingy, you can get the secret fake ad.
Oh,
there's a big surprise.
Backers and our readers like that. That would be rude.
It's a big surprise.
That would be fantastic. What do you mean?
The guy who worked on Stargirl is a fan of the JSA. There's, shocker right there. So,
And I was long before Stargirl. Like I was just so thrilled to work on that show. Because I read awesome. The JSA is going to be in this shit? Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
So I was super excited. You can see I've got like one of the JSA classified files up here behind me.
Yep.
I mean, your logo's covering it, but you can see it.
Let's see. Let's take the logo down real quick.
Yeah, that's Tigress's file.
Awesome.
I was at a random like street fair, and there was someone that was like, they were sitting on his table, and I was like, "What the hell?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, that's from like I know where it's from." And he's like, "Oh, you made that?" And he gave it to me instead of selling it to me. So that was cool.
You had more stuff to show?
Oh yeah, for the comic.
Yeah.
I'm in my office, which is just I'm surrounded by really cool shit.
I'm happy.
But so one of our add-ons is these. It's hard to like really sell the.
Oh, I can see it good. It's just like holographic almost.
It's dimensional, so it's like these are UV printed with an ink build, so they're textural. Here's the dev cover.
Cool.
So these are all add-ons that you can get.
Fantastic.
This is
that one. I really like that one.
Cover that I really
Bro.
love. You can see Jan is like reflected in the teeth of the
Bro,
monster.
man.
So good. Oh, and these. Oh, and here's our nudie cover.
Nudie covers.
And so, and then this is our Arturo Garcia cover, and these all have a little kickstand on the back that just folds out.
Check it out,
that's
bro.
Cool.
Check it out, man. Love it.
So those are all just add-ons on the campaign.
Add-ons. Is it a certain tier where you get them all?
You can get.
Let's see, Nim.
These are all included in the completionist bundle.
So we got digital cover A. We got digital catch-up. I'm gonna look at this cover B more closely in a second.
That is just over the top.
Cover C.
Love it.
And we got a cover E.
Oh.
Cover D. The catch-up. We got lots of tiers. Wow. The SVW
We got a whole trail of
covers.
tiers.
Yes. Nice.
Sad but
I see what
true.
you did there. All cover catch up. Look at that. It's not bad. Completionist bundle. Very cool.
There's the one where you get it off, ladies and gentlemen.
And then there's Masta. He's in the chat. That's his face. He bought our draw-in tier last issue, so he's in this issue.
Hey, Ghosty, look at you. Got to get this one right here, so you could be the murder victim. And
Bro, I'll be the victim. I don't care.
That's right.
It's fine. Play along.
Oh, Carrie was
Nice.
asking about last campaign. We did a big 16-inch acrylic version of the bookmark, and I'm not doing that this time because they didn't all survive shipping very well.
Okay.
And if someone got like comics and that, then it automatically made me use a larger box, which upped the shipping costs a lot for them.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do stuff that fits in the Gemini mailer at this point.
The one that arrived to me was completely broken.
Oh no, man! I'll tell you,
And
international
I packaged this
shipping
box
is
very carefully.
absolutely crazy now. But any shipping, it's like I mailed something to Pops in Michigan for my last campaign, and by the time that box got there, it looked like the beginning. That box from the beginning of Ace Ventura. Man.
Yeah,
It was like kicked around, and
HDS.
smashed, and yeah.
Got a
Like,
package.
I was like, what did they do to this box? You know, I was like, good Lord. But luckily everything got there fine. Look at this cover B, man. This
I
reminds
really,
me
really
of
dig
that.
this.
Do you remember that movie, The Howling? That's what this looks like.
The 80s
The-
werewolf movie?
Yeah.
By Joe Dante.
The movie
Joe
poster
Dante.
for that movie was very similar to this. Looks cool as hell. I like this. This is-
I mean,
Yeah,
you talk
and, you know-
you talk about if you was to wake up and see this, you talk about terrifying. This cover here to me is the homage to terrifying.
So the way that we do our covers is we just ask our writers or our artists.
Our
We
artists.
say read the issue
yeah.
and do what you think.
Isn't that always the best way though?
And then
So-
they'll give us some options, and sometimes their option will give us an idea, and then we work in a direction from their idea. But we always start with their initial ideas just from reading the comic.
Yeah.
And
Very
we've got
cool.
a cover done for number 3 already. And we just sent the script to Nicholas and was like, "What do you think?"
Nice.
And I didn't even alter his idea for number 3 at all. I just loved what he did.
His idea was fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I dug it from the moment I seen it. I was like, kind of stands out to me. So
See, I love this. I love me a good werewolf story. It looks really cool.
Oh, see, we don't have werewolves. though.
Whoa. Okay. Well, see, I'm gonna have to read it.
speaking
Good
of werewolves,
Lord.
oh goodness,
So,
I'm getting the vapors over here.
and that's why we did it. We did it for the pervs like you, because boobs sell comics on Kickstarter, and
You're not lying.
we needed
You're
to
not
do that.
lying.
But we wanted to give that sort of fan service, but not in just like the purely.
got to be tasteful with it, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
so,
if you're not
um,
tasteful with it, it's not my forte. You know, because
So
you can
that-
get all the booby comics you want, but I like the tasteful stuff.
that's
I'm
an
not
artist
gonna
named-
linger on that. I got an anniversary coming up. I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm gonna move
There's-
fast.
If it's
That-
if it's
That's an
not
artist
taste,
named Erin Thule. She's a Polish
Yeah.
photographer who does photo series of herself that are based in Polish mythology, the same type that we're using as the basis for our books. And so I reached out to her and was like, "Hey, would you do a photo cover for us?" And she did in the first issue. And we just like commissioned one of her or licensed one of her already existing images last time. This time she did a whole photo shoot just for us,
Wow.
and we really love what she came up with. And cover D's always going to be her.
That
Cover
is-
double,
I mean,
cover
it is a-
double D. I like it.
It's a really cool image. Yeah, that's awesome. You know.
Yeah, and you know
So,
she's like covered in like sigils
Yeah.
and blood and stuff. So
yeah,
you know, if you want to get a boner from your comic covers, you're going to have to work for it.
It's not gratuitous, so it's it ties in. So it's but it looks cool. It's
Can't
really
try
cool.
it before you buy it, boys and girls.
We got a cover E. Looks very cool. Got a little bit of a different style here. We got
yeah?
more
I like
of the
it.
cartoony style. And then we got some interior artwork.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
So this is the half and half page I was talking about, where we're bridging the two storylines from the present and the flashback visually, while giving them very different art styles.
Like
and so
the,
Nicholas and
the art style.
Mateus, collaborated on this.
Okay. Wow. The art is beautiful. Looks really good.
I mean, it is over the top. Really good.
Got a couple different comic series that it reminds me of, but it looks good. I also like you got the clear distinction and the color, the color palette. Looks like even the saturation is different. You're definitely using a warm and cold contrasts. Tells the story really well. Really well done, man. It looks great, guys.
Thank you.
So-
We're working
I
really
love
hard
this.
to
With the
contrast
tree. I love this.
and to simultaneously contrast and reflect.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I like your style, and I also like it's a little thing, but your artist obviously knows how to frame, or maybe you wrote this into the script itself, but how to shoot at different angles to build suspense and things like that. So even without the words, I've already got an idea of what the feeling and what's going on here. So
Right.
good stuff. Good stuff.
It's always
Really
awesome
good.
when the art tells a story without the words. Then once
Yeah.
the words come in, it like emphasizes it. It don't really like change what you're looking at. It just emphasizes what you already know to be true.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually write a draft that has very, very minimal dialogue and captions. Literally only what's needed to tell the story.
Hmm.
And then I go and do another pass that adds a flavor.
Like
Yeah.
details and
Because
depths
I want
and
to
yeah.
force myself into doing everything as visually as possible.
I got to ask MJ a quick question over there. So,
Yeah.
MJ, when you're coming up with these ideas in your head and then you see it come to life on screen, how closely does it match to what you have in your head, or are you just going, "Wow, I can't believe that this thing that took that had its genesis in my head turned into this," and what are your feelings on when you see this stuff? So,
I'm blown away. This looks better than I could have ever imagined it.
awesome.
Who's
Awesome. It
answer?
looks really amazing, and I hate to say this. I think I'm going to have to cut the interview a little bit short. We've been going for a while, but like I told the guys before, I just had surgery about 4 weeks ago, and I'm starting to feel, and I don't want to pass out on you guys or anything. So
All right. Well, that being said, MJ and Shawn, if there's anything that we didn't cover here, would you please cover it now so everybody out there knows where to find you, what to look for to find Weston out there?
I think if you go to
Westron.
westroncomic.com, that'll have everything. As you saw
Yeah.
when we went through the site, there's yellow buttons that'll take you to the Kickstarter all over the place. I was very generous with them. And then, back to Kickstarter, because we got
Absolutely.
cool stuff. We've got good bonuses. Some people are already getting or I think everybody is already getting cool free shit. So yeah, back at we're trying to hit double our stated goal, so that we can print issue 2, do the art for issue 3, print issue 3, and then launch that campaign. So when that campaign ends, you get your comics right away, no wait.
Awesome.
awesome.
Where
Yeah,
to find-
and remember, you can also go to fandomlim.com, which redirects you to Western Comics. So I kind of like that Fandom Lim name. So I'm gonna
Thanks.
type that in.
So MJ, where we find you, brother? Where can we find you out there on the interwebs?
I'm mostly on Discord, if anything, and that our Discord server is linked on westroncomic.com. I have technically an Instagram, but I don't really use it. So yeah, Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, and all our socials are also on the website.
That's
for,
correct.
For the comic, all the comic socials.
Yeah.
And
cool.
Awesome.
basically, our personal socials are just slaves to our comic social at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of being a Debbie Downer here, but I'm just starting to feel a little,
You
How
good,
dare
bro?
you.
You good,
This
bro?
is like-
I got you
It's
back.
all good. It's all right. We've been for over an hour here.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
I
and also
really-
between this morning and this is like hour 6 of me doing podcasts and stuff today. So,
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for having us. It's been really wonderful. You guys are fun to chat
oh,
with.
absolutely.
It was fun. Yeah. Thank you.
Man, thank you guys for actually going out there and making awesome stories and awesome art that we can enjoy for years to come, man. Thank you guys. It's our pleasure. Keep coming back, man, please. The Madness loves you, and looks like you got a lot of fans out there, man. So,
Well, we'll
Please come back.
Yes,
definitely.
please.
with any luck, we can be back real soon because we want to
Yeah.
get started on 3 as soon as this campaign ends. Because we pay human artists, we don't use AI, so we use humans that we've discussed, and we pay them up front,
Cool.
so that they can,
Hey.
support themselves.
Not only that, we got to support creators like this, the indie creators, and that's part of what we love to do because nothing against the big boys, but they've been around for a while, and there's all sorts of stories that just can't get the bandwidth sometimes on the big sites, and as you can see, they're class. I'll just say it right out loud. I mean, looking at the visuals, the interior, speaking to you guys, the comic is class, so it deserves to be seen.
Thank you.
So go
Thank
check
you.
it out. So yeah, absolutely.
thank you guys, man.
We work
Yeah, no problem.
disastrously hard on it.
Yeah. and that work deserves to be rewarded. So all the best, you guys. I can't wait to speak to you again, either myself or if Pops is back. I'm sure that it'll be a fantastic interview, and if you guys ever want to come on any of my shows, you're more than welcome. So my show is a little bit different. I kind of do a morning show where we just kind of hang out and listen to music and do stuff, but we talk about comics and things too. So different type of show, but that is for a discussion for another time. So
Well, I'll check out your site, and if you're listening to good music, then we can talk.
yeah, all right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to all you out there watching, who are watching live. Thank you to all of you who tune in to the Madness Entertainment Group all day during the week, on the weekends, and watch all the variety of things we have. Make sure you check out Meg TV on Roku. This interview will not only be on like YouTube and Rumble and everything, but it will be uploaded onto the Roku, and then it'll be on demand up there as well through the Meg TV app on your Roku device. So you can check that out as well. And anything you want to get out there, any message of peace and love you want to get out there to the interwebs before we get out of here there, Ghosty?
Nothing much. I just want to thank these guys again. It looks like a fantastic project, man. I hope you guys succeed in every way, man. It's good stuff.
Hey,
Yeah.
give me a shout when you're in Atlanta. I'll give you some good food recs.
Sure, man.
Awesome.
I'll be there Thursday and Friday, man. So cool.
All right. And remember, everybody, the World Cup is coming up, so I'm not responsible for being a lunatic for the next month. So that is going on. You guys have a great rest of your evening. Thank you so much, MJ and Shawn. Stay cool, Ghosty, as always. And we are out of here.
If you missed the live viewing of any Meg production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. Madness Entertainment Group.